Hello, everyone. So, our card for the week is hippopotamus and home. This is from the Animal Reflections Healing Oracle that I created. So, I love that we have hippopotamus and home for our card for the week, for something for us to ponder and focus on. And it's really about shining a light on what is it that feels like home to you. And it's so interesting because over the weekend I listened to an interview with Greg Braden, and he is a fellow Cancerian like I am. And if you are a Cancerian, you probably can relate to this. Home is very important to us. And I did not realize he was a Cancer sign as well. And he travels all over the world to speak. And for a Cancerian, that can be challenging because we are such homebodies. And he said that he has learned to be at home wherever he is. And I truly admire that about him. I'm not quite there. And that's okay, but I just thought that was such a beautiful message that he shared. So, looking at Hippo, this is really, and the message of home, this is a card inviting us to be at home within our own skin. What does that look like for you? And we are all a work in progress. I am too, though I have made big, big leaps and bounds over the years of being so much more comfortable with who I am and really loving and appreciating myself for my many gifts that I have. And so if you aren't, or if you feel like you're struggling with that right now, how can you take steps to do just that? And I really love that the hippo is drinking out of the water. And water, of course, is our emotional realm. And in order to feel more at home with ourselves, it really is about stepping into that emotional realm, being with all our emotions, honoring all that we feel in order to be more comfortable with ourselves and feeling, truly at home within. It's about releasing, those feelings that are sometimes hard to look at and causing us to feel pain. And it's just an opportunity for us to look at them, to listen to them, and then to let them go so that we actually can feel more comfortable in our own emotional realm, in our own skin, and in our own being. So it's interesting that hippo is the second largest mammal on the planet. And what made me think about, as I thought about that, I thought, wow, that's so interesting. And I feel like it's a message for us to fill that space within ourselves, to take up space in the world. Sometimes some of us are afraid to take up space in the world. We don't want to interfere, or sometimes if somebody's feeling down and out, we feel like we can't feel joy and be our true selves if somebody else is in pain. But it really is just take up this space, fill your space with what feels right for you. And also I feel like that's a reflection of taking up space as far as stepping into your strengths and having compassion for yourself. And really, the bottom line of coming to feel more at home within ourselves is really about nurturing ourselves, and whatever that looks like for you, in order to feel more at home within yourself too. So, wow, great message to ponder for the week. And I hope that was helpful, and I hope you have a beautiful week. All right, take good care, everyone. Bye-bye.